Hey, I grew up on Bible passages like, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. Then everything will be added to you, was how the passage went. It was an exhortation to put things first, your purpose, your calling, and expect that your everyday needs would then be taken care of, okay? I read it, I sang about it, I made renewed commitments to it, and then I would forget about it the minute I went into the normal world and had to actually make this my reality. I would get drawn here and there by anything but my purpose and my calling. I would get drawn into other people's dramas, which ate up my time. I would get drawn into wondering whether I was being impractical to think that I could make my life be completely purpose-driven. I would doubt myself. I'd fear the hugeness of my calling. I'd quietly wonder if my higher power understood how hard it was to live in this day and age, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, it led to me becoming a pharmacist in a life that was okay, but definitely not my best. Thankfully, I changed course, okay? But that doesn't make it all that easier. I'm that girl who burns the food she's cooking while standing right next to it. Why? Because I'm usually creating a piece of content to further the cause of Project 334K. And when I'm caught up in my work, I forget to even smell or hear anything. And so then I come out of my bubble only to realize, oh, food is burning over there. Okay, thankfully no fires yet. I'm the girl who wonders if she's been a good enough parent or even a partner at times. I'm the girl who finds doing silly things like, oh my gosh, you have to put on makeup and go and shower. Yes, I do that stuff, but it is begrudgingly. Okay? I am the girl because I just think it's a waste of time. It's like I could be doing something else more useful with my time. Anyway, I'm the girl that wants to be alone in communication with my papa, writing down wisdom, getting my head clear so that I can more powerfully change lives and impact the world. That is who I am at the heart of me, okay? And I sometimes feel a little bit ashamed of that, but hey, I can tell you, right? And yes, I've learned to put it first. That's in the calling first, but it's not always easy to do because life is happening all around you. The easier thing, which is what most people do, is to tell themselves that it's impractical to live life that way. They tell themselves that they have to put their work last after doing practical things like cleaning house, cooking food, looking after children, going to work, creating somebody else's vision, going to church to volunteer and create somebody else's vision for free. And all of the normal stuff that people do. And if you're one of us, you feel torn. Okay? It seems reasonable to do what normal people do, especially when you're still trying to make your purpose-driven business make you money. And so you keep allowing all kinds of distractions keep you off the narrow path, while in your heart of hearts, you know you're just wasting time. You know that you're not seeking the kingdom first at all. No, you're putting it last and you're striving hard to fit it in at all. And so you start and you stop and you start and you stop, feeling guilty all the time, never present in any one place, waiting for some opening to clear up in your busy schedule so that you can fully apply what you claim to live by. And I call bullshit on you, just like I do with all of my clients. I say, oh, I don't have time. No. You have time. You're just not using it. Okay? I know it's not easy to hear, but you have to. If you're truly one of us, the history makers, then you have to listen to what I'm saying right here. Are you actually committed to living out the call on your life or not? Are you willing to be considered weird and crazy when you say no to the normal things that everybody else says yes to? Are you willing to be antisocial if it means you get the work done, the work of your, you being purpose-driven and all of that kind of stuff, getting done? Are you willing to be thought of as deluded to think that you could make all this stuff happen that you dream about? Are you willing to feel like a bad parent when you put the kingdom first? Are you willing to feel a bit like a burden to everyone around you as you seek to find your narrow path and stay on it even when you have no financial confirmation yet? Or will you keep being reactive and wondering why your life doesn't look the way you want it to? The truth is, none of the emotional reactions that I mentioned above are actually true. You're not a burden, but you may feel like it. You're not antisocial, but you may feel like it. You're not deluded, weird, or crazy, but you may feel like it. And no, you're not a bad parent either. But you have to be willing to feel these things until you heal the internal nonsense that has caused you to think that any of it is true. It's all part of the passage of a leader who knows they're called to be more, okay? You have to be willing to be uncomfortable as you learn to think and act differently from most of the people around you. And that is why most will never make it happen, because they keep trying to keep a foot in both camps, okay? You, however, are called to be a history maker. So tell me, are you willing to seek the kingdom first, trusting that every good thing will be added to you whilst you're on the narrow path? Fight for, honey. And deliberately design the life you're born to live, because it's not going to just be handed to you on a platter. You're going to have to fight for it. And you're going to fight for it because you want to, okay? Now, this is it. Work with me one-on-one to smash through any of your limiting beliefs or any of that craziness that is keeping you from the life that is yours, from the business that is profitable, changing lives, making a difference, and making you a heck of a lot of money, okay? History Maker private mentoring program is open for application right now. So if you are that purpose-driven person who is done with living small and you're ready to step things up, and you're not kind of like, I'm gonna die because I need some money like 3 seconds flat. If you are someone who knows that you need that extra support, you're done with trying to, run around on your own trying to figure stuff out, but you're stuck in place and you're working very hard but not getting anywhere very fast. If you are done with that, then apply for a spot on History Maker. I'll send out all the information to you. It's just send me through a message. Actually, send me through a message on the Facebook page, which is at m.me/Rosemary Nonny Knight, or if you're on Facebook listening to this right now, just message me, and I'll send you out all the information so you find out about privately mentoring with me one-on-one. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you if you are a history maker. Until the next time, bye.